With psychotherapy, a psychotherapy method used by mental health professionals all over the world, it is possible to get rid of the troubled mood. Watching a movie is an activity that all family members can do collectively, perhaps because it is an act of spending time in our homes. So, what kind of movies are good for our mental health during these periods when we can't leave our homes? How should we choose the films that we can inspire, identify with the characters in them, have fun and give us hope? Cinematherapy is a method that aims to reach people more easily through films and create more permanent solutions to their mental problems. It is an area used by psychotherapists all over the world and sometimes academicians in consultation with mental health professionals. For example, this method is thought to be good for individuals who do not dare to speak in front of the community and find it difficult to transfer their emotions to another person. People identify the points they have trouble through the characters in the movies they watch. Thus, it is more comfortable because it is a distance between itself and the movie. Sometimes, the mental health specialist with whom he works together can give a movie that he should watch at home according to his psychological status, like homework. Then it is talked about. Cinematherapy is used in group therapies as follows: people with the same psychological diagnosis are selected to watch a movie with certain time intervals by selecting a movie. At the end of the monitoring experience, sessions with psychological counselors, specialists are searched for solutions to problems. Cinematherapy in pandemic days. The films we choose to watch can vary according to our emotional state. In some neuroscience studies, even when we do not laugh at us, it is seen that our brain perceives this positively and releases hormones that will be good for us. Therefore, it is beneficial for the films that make us smile. It is also very important to have positive psychology, especially during this period. However, when we say positive, we should not forget that, contrary to what is believed, we do not have to spend every moment in a state of complete happiness. Because the positive psychology introduced to the psychology literature by Seligman in the late 1990s does not ignore the negativity experienced in our lives. On the contrary, it aims to manage them without ignoring our negative aspects and to emphasize our strengths and abilities. Movies are a good place for positive psychology use. For example, a movie that we see how a hero experienced the difficulties even if they did not make us laugh after he overcame those difficulties can be extremely effective. Cinematherapy gives more successful results in young people. There are opinions that young people benefit from cinema and therapy more than adults. This is because adults are already more successful at expressing their problems, thoughts, and emotions. Because it is an advantage that adults have learned to put emotions into complex or clashy reactions, words. However, elementary and high school and sometimes university-age individuals may experience difficulties in this regard and may need such a method. People can benefit by looking at their emotions from a distance, by referring to movie characters or films where dramatic subjects close to it are covered. Movies do a cleaning out of our consciousness. Leyla Özyal, lecturer at Istanbul Aral University Cinema TV Department and Marmara University Sociology Department, has made many presentations on cinema therapy and is an expert academician in her field. Özyal says the following about the benefits of films in this method: movie characters often form a model for desired virtues and strong posture. So movies are actually natural tools for positive cinema therapy. We unwittingly feel like characters in the movie, and we take experiences in movies to our own worlds. Our anger may decrease with the lessons, solutions, identification and reflection we take from the movies. From time to time, we can feel less depressed with the mood created by movies. Thanks to the symbolic images of the movies, our unconsciousness communicates with our consciousness. Dreams and dreams, the tools that create this world, are actually the doors that open from our unconscious to our consciousness. In other words, the films have an effect like doing a cleaning out of our unconsciousness. The movies can also create a kind of ground for solving or dealing with issues such as family, friendship, school, anxiety, future anxiety, love, insecurity. Quote, disorders corrected by cinema therapy. It is possible to say that it is appropriate to use this method in individuals with absolutely no perception of reality. Therefore, working with a mental health professional is a priority. Films selected with the help of a mental health professional consulted in individuals who experience various emotional states due to anger, hopelessness, anger, and failure may be supportive. In these times of epidemic, when we all feel bad, watching a positive movie, seeing happy people, does it not create a backlash in some people? Layla Oziel answers this question as follows: in cinema therapy, if I only talked about the films that draw happiness tables from A to Z, I could agree with this view. However, therapy with cinema prefers positive psychology. The movies contain the best and worst scenarios about a situation, and it also shows how the characters experience ups and downs, collapses and redemptions. Seeing how an individual copes with the problems in the films allows the viewer to internalize it with his own situation. The movie shows him the way to deal with a problem in his life. The heroes of the movies either make mistakes or sometimes fall victim. When it comes to enemies and villains, movies can give us tips on how to behave as a precaution against them in real life. Quote, movies that will make us feel good during the pandemic period. Academician Layla Oziel says the following about the films that are suitable for the spirit of the time we are living and that will make us feel good. Therefore, the examples given without knowing the person's story may affect people with different moods or psychological disorders badly or better than our expectations. Only the mental health professional that the individual works can evaluate this in a healthy way. However, I can count you themes in some movies. Some of you will remember them immediately. Quote, for the last 50 years, cinema has been a form of entertainment and relaxation for people of all age groups. It is possible to present the whole real life by distillation and present it in the cinema and have everything about human beings. This richness creates deep effects and emotional fluctuations on the human with its visual and auditory aspects. Genkuz 2007, Sharp et al. 2002. However, cinema has long been criticized for contributing to the emergence of aggressive behavior. Logically, it has been suggested that the ability of films to produce such a harmful result may also have an impact on recovery by generating positive behaviors. In other words, it is stated that watching a movie has more effects than modeling behavior. Sharp et al. 2002. The main pursuit of cinema and psychiatry is human. Cinema and psychiatry consider human thoughts, emotions, behaviors and above all human impulses as the focus. The movies worked psychiatry, psychiatrists examined the movies. The collaboration of cinema and psychiatry supports Schneider's 1987 words, if psychiatry did not exist, cinema would have to invent it. Gabbard and Gabbard 2002. Some of the domestic and foreign movies that will be good for us when we watch are The Lion King 1994, Roger Allers. It includes themes such as dealing with problems, struggling, confronting, not leaving the right thing. Harry Potter series 2001 to 2011, David Yates, Chris Columbus, Alfonso Cuarón, Mike Newell. It deals with themes issues such as exclusion, being seen as the other, weakness, and afterwards an individual with all these characteristics, discovering his talents, strength, focusing on his fears, focusing on his strengths, friendship, knowing the evil, being aware but choosing goodness. Straight Story 1999, David Lynch. It supports feelings of forgiveness and gratitude. The Truman Show 1998, Peter Weir. It is about wondering, questioning, not giving up and finally reaching the freedom by reaching the truth. A Beautiful Mind 2002, Ron Howard. The subject of the film can trigger emotions that will support people even in difficult situations such as continuity, hope, love and perseverance. I Killed My Mother 2009, Xavier Dolan. There is no real murder in the movie. The film has a naive narrative that will set us upside down on the grounds that a teenager talks about his mother died in school. It deals with issues such as love accusation, loving victory over anger, anticipation, adolescence, and sexual orientation. Naceli Gunler 1978, Orhan Oguz. Zamansi's beer film. İnatlaşma, Ofki, Kizjanlik gibi duyguların yanında, en zor zamanlarda her ne yaşanırsa yaşansın ailenin berberin destegi, el degerleri ve sevginin her türlü yüzükligi, engelli alabilsecin der temelari isler. Sibel 2018, Çağla Zenserki Guillaume Giovanetti. Konasamadiji isen oteklistirolmas bir cenk kadinen, baskaldarisi, guchunu, benligini, kadınligini kesfetasinen misalsi ve bir o kadar da gerçek anlatildigi bir basari hikayesidir. Ale arasında 2017, Ozana Siktin. Bu filmi de gerçekten gülmek, miza duygu muzu beslemek ve serotonin seviyemizi yükseltmek açısından öneminin doğru olduğunu düşünüyorum. Subscribe our YouTube channel and like.